Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Greer. I am 23 years old and I live in Davenport, Iowa. I'm engaged. I'm getting married in October this year. I am also in my first year of the master's program, second semester. Plan to graduate next spring. My fiance and I both have a little boy together. He is 2.5 years old. Not going into like the whole literacy. I was not a good reader. I will admit, I was a terrible reader growing up. I hated reading. I didn't understand it. My teachers and my parents talked at parent-teacher conferences and said I was behind on reading. I tend to read too fast and not comprehending what I was reading, and when I go back and reread what I read. If there's a word I didn't know, I would skip over it, and if I didn't skip over it, I replaced it with another word that was similar to it. So the sentence wouldn't make sense, but in my head it would. I went through 3 reading tutors before my third one stuck with me for a couple years, and she helped me get on track with reading. She was my memorable literacy experience because I want to say she believed in me more than what my other tutors believed in me. She got me interested in wanting to read more. I hated reading when I was with her. I couldn't stand it. But as our time came to an end, I found myself reading more books, rereading what I was reading. If I didn't understand it, or if I just skimmed over it, I would go back and reread it. And as I'm older, if I'm not reading a book in my hand, I am reading a book on my phone. I tend not to. I don't like listening to audiobooks unless I'm doing something. I rather handheld a book or read it on my phone instead. My state of Iowa, our reading curriculum, there's a standard that they have. However, the district does not have a curriculum for it, like a adopted curriculum for it. The teachers, my mentor, has explained to me their reading curriculum and what they have to do. The teachers are basically, we're going off of this, what either Common Core it tells us or what the state has to tell us about our standards. And we come up with whatever we can to make sure that our students succeed by the time they get to the end of the year. So my mentor, she works with her students by having a class book together. Also having comprehension questions, along with short stories where they would either cut and paste into their notebooks and where there's questions, along with they are using their computers for online reading or working in groups. They have something called MTSS, or I don't remember what their reading one's called, where they work for, it's like 30 minutes or 45 minutes of them either working on the computers or working with a staff member. So that's basically their reading curriculum. And it's not the best. They're hopefully maybe can work on adopting a curriculum for next year to help the teachers get somewhere with their reading. It's the same thing with their writing too. They don't have a curriculum neither. I haven't read much about dyslexia. I just know that with students who have dyslexia, it's more harder for them to read, but also to see to like read other things. Like math becomes difficult too, or of course reading happens in science and history and writing, so they end up writing stuff backwards, or words get mixed around. It's just they have a hard time with every subject, not just reading. But that's all much I really know about dyslexia. I'm ready to learn more about it, since I will have students who have dyslexia, or help diagnose students who will have dyslexia. Thank you.